Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader. I've got a message for Leo today. And to let you know how this works, I have asked my guides in spirit to bring a message for you that will be deeply beneficial and deeply uplifting this week as you navigate what's going on. If you are new to this channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here, and I strongly urge you and encourage you to subscribe to this channel so you can stay connected to this high vibrational information every week, information from the other side that can really help move you forward. And if you're returning, I am so grateful for your presence and your time, and thank you so much for being here and for sharing this with me. So let's get started with your reading. I almost said your journey because that's one of our cards. We have, for the energy that the universe presents you, the Three of Pentacles. So this is a man and he's building these three stone carvings. We've got three people looking at him. And this gorgeous little cat here. If you're a cat person like I am, although I'm secretly a dog person, you'll appreciate that little cat on the card. So this is actually talking about continuing to build on to what's there for you. It's kind of like what's working, keep going. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But whatever is working in your life, keep going with it. Now that might seem like kind of a silly thing to say, but there's a restlessness with you. You're looking for this Three of Wands. You're looking for new possibilities, new horizons, new lands to conquer. And there's this desire to be where you're not, essentially. This energy of the universe is saying to you, no, just stay put for a second. What you're doing is working. Keep going. Keep building this. This is not necessarily the time to go off someplace new, to go adventuring and to look for new paths. This is a time to just get your head down and to do what you're recognized to be good at. Now that sounds funny too, but sometimes when we're doing something that's so familiar and mundane to us, we forget how much it's appreciated and how much it's really needed. And there's just a little bit of that in this card, that what you're doing, although it may not seem amazing or life-shattering to you, is deeply appreciated and really deeply valued by other people. And that's part of the reason why you're being asked to continue this, because it is benefiting others. So let's keep going with your cards. We've got the Nine of Cups going into the King of Cups, a lot of cups there, and then ending in the Seven of Pentacles. So this is saying patience, there's going to be a time and place for this vision, but right now, what we are trying to do is synthesize that energy of your spirit with your soul so that it can be alchemized with the universe to create the perfect timing for you to be moving forward with something new. This Nine of Cups is just enjoying everything that's in front of him. He's got 9 cups of ale. Who wouldn't enjoy that? And he's got a whole fish. I'm kind of jealous of that fish. He's got a whole fish to himself, doesn't have to share it with anyone. So he's got a lot of stuff going for him. We've also got the King of Cups, who is also holding a cup. And the King of Cups is looking out over the sea for new opportunities, but he's looking for new opportunities that involve his heart, that involve sharing friendship with others, that involve welcoming new loves into your life. And that doesn't have to be, a person, a soulmate. It could be new loves, right? New animals, new projects to love, new things to fall in love with, just new love. He doesn't really differentiate between the types of love. There's all sorts of different colors in the sky. We've got the pink, we've got the green, we've got the yellow. He's just looking out for places where love could take hold. And when this is that alchemization of the soul and the spirit, because when okay, let me back up for a second. When the human body, when you in yourself, when you're sitting there looking for new things to love, new places to give your love, then the universe starts to kind of send different things your way. It sends more things for you to love, more things for you to fall in love with, more things that will sustain your heart, which is so important to you. This king is not an idle king. He's also a very creative king. And so This hunger for something new, for something creative, is being answered in this energy, but it's in a different way than you might think. We're not going out in search of it. We're trying to activate that heart energy, and there's a couple different ways we can do that. By activating the heart energy, one thing is gratitude, right? Feeling absolutely gratitude for 9 blessings that you've got in your life. And you're saying, okay, that's kind of trite. 9 blessings. Why would I have to think of 9? Why couldn't it be 3? Could be 3. But the significance of 9 is that it's the end of a cycle. You are desiring something new. You're desiring something of a new direction. So what better to do than close the cycle with what you're already grateful for? Keep in mind also that, oh, they're so clever, aren't they? 3 times 3 is 9. 3 of Pentacles times 3 of Wands is 9. And you're saying, well, you could have added them. That's true. I could add them to get 6, but you turn 6 upside down and you get a 9. So 9 blessings because you're trying to close the door. You're trying to say, I'm grateful for everything I've had. I'm grateful for everything I've built. I'm grateful for the way that I do what I love and it impacts people positively. I'm grateful for all of that, but I'm closing this door. Then this King of Cups looks out onto the world saying, okay, where's this next love? Where's this new love? And then you get the opportunity. You get the perfect moment. I'm not a druid. And I'm not that conversant in Druid lore, but I've been learning more since I've got this deck. As far as I understand, there was a specific moment when you needed to take the mistletoe off of an oak tree. And it's a very specific time, and it occurs like once a year, and it has to be that perfect moment. And that's what's coming to you, that perfect moment. But you've got to look out with your heart. You can't be looking out with your head. You can't be looking out with your boredom. You can't be looking out with this idea that you have to create something that's so overwhelmingly magnificent that it's unattainable. This is just pure, like your heart is a magnet and it's seeking to attract more like it. So just looking for places where that heart can grow even more. And it doesn't matter if the first thing that comes to you is, I don't know, I'm going to be silly for a second, is a piece of clothing that you fall in love with. But then the next thing might be a job that you fall in love with. Then it might be a tree you fall in love with, but then what follows is a soulmate that comes into your life. It doesn't matter. The language of love that is unconditional is just that. It's unconditional. It loves no matter what it's looking at. And because it doesn't really filter out and say, well, that deserves love, that doesn't, that deserves love, that doesn't, anything is possible. So it's kind of like your vision is asked to go small, then big, then perfect. So I hope that makes sense. What I mean is that, you close the cycle, you ask for the blessings, or you acknowledge the blessings that have been in the past. This gives you the freedom to look and to attract and ask for those new ones, and then you receive the gift of the perfect moment. So, quell, and isn't it funny? The green goes into that. The green transforms from that into this. So it's not just that you see a possibility, it's like the moment is here, ripe for you to take it right now. But the answer comes through the heart and the alchemization. I guess it's not the right time, right? The alchemization of the heart energy. Okay, one more thing about the 3 of Pentacles. I can't urge you enough to keep adding on to what's working in your life. Just like we counted 9 blessings, this 3 of Pentacles, he can keep going. These are interlocking circles that are just that. They're interlocking, they're unending, they keep going. So like one kind deed attracts another. So one good deed deserves another. So the more pure good and joy and just pure offering you put into the world, the more that comes back to you. You can see this very quickly. When you do a kind thing for someone that you don't know, a stranger, just because, a lot of times, like the next day, that same day, even within that hour, you get a kind thing back. I've watched this happen with people, and when I remember, I try it with myself, and it's amazing. So do not underestimate the power of doing what's working, of the power of that offering which benefits so many other people. Don't underestimate the power of that. That has immense power as far as attracting what the universe can give you. So don't just think you're going to work. Don't just think you're going back to the grind. You have to look bigger about why it's a blessing, about why it's important, about how other people are benefiting and how you're benefiting, because that brings more and more and more of this opportunity to you. Okay, I'm being given the signal to close, so I will do that. Thank you again so much for joining me. I always love to hear you or hear from you in the comments. Feel free to leave something if you feel compelled. And I invite you to check out my website, trueguidancetarot.com. I offer intuitive readings over Zoom. And I also have a special Phoenix program that is just for seekers, people that really want to live in connection with your soul. So welcome to check that out too, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.